Hi guys, hope you're all well. Think Fitness Guy, Fit at 40, push yourself to success. It's Wednesday the 21st of April, back on the push-ups today. Going to be doing 700 repetitions again, sets of 20. So let's get cracking with that. So yeah, obviously I haven't done a video since Sunday. I think it's the first time I've kind of had 2 days break in between my sets and my exercises. It wasn't planned, it just kind of happened. So, you know, I'm not worried about it, not concerned. You know, I've been doing back-to-back sessions, you know, in between, so I've kind of made up for that anyway. You know, it's kind of, it's difficult really, because I'm still so far away from the challenge, you know, and you know, I've got, you know, nearly 8 months left, and you know, I don't want to do too much too soon and kind of burn out and do kind of pointless reps and pointless sets. Every rep and every set I do has got to be tailored to one thing, you know, and it's got to be useful, and it's got to be working to that goal. You know, it's pointless me kind of doing, as I say, doing 1,000 repetitions all the time, because there's no kind of point to that. It's I've got to build up to that point where obviously I will be doing that, but that's still, as I say, 8 months away, so it's a long time. And you know, I did get in the routine of having kind of a day on, a day off, a day on, day off. And then the last week I've started doing some back-to-back workouts, like cutting down on my rest days and things. You know, and having that extra day off this week. As I say, even though it wasn't planned, it's kind of, you know, it's not something I'm concerned about at all. You know, I think for this stage in the kind of training schedule, you know, I'm kind of 5.5 weeks into it, and the point I'm at now, I think, is really good. You know, I've gone up from kind of starting it, I think 240 bar pulls and a few hundred push-ups as well, so the leap I've done is massive. And obviously I'm up to 700 push-ups now, which is a massive number, and I've done that in a short space of time. Now it's just about repeating the process, getting my body used to that amount of work. And obviously making sure that I'm ready for when the time comes for next year. But as I say, you know, I'm hitting numbers already that I was kind of hoping to do in like September, October, so I'm way ahead of schedule, and you know, I've got to be careful not to do too much too quick, as I say, you know, because I've got a long time, a lot of weeks left of training, and you know, I've got to be careful, try not jump the gun a little bit. And yeah, you know, it is, there is a part of me that wants to kind of do 1,000 reps just for myself, really, to show I can do it, and I kind of know I can do it anyway, so I haven't got to make a point of doing that yet. You know, that's something that I might do this year, I might not do it this year, I might wait till the challenge, you know, so but yeah, I've just got to, you know, sometimes take a step back and just look at it from the point of view of the time I've got left and things. I mean, obviously when I kind of started out the challenge, I wasn't sure how my body would be, because I've never done that grouping of repetitions and that high amount of reps together before, so I didn't know how my body was going to react, how it'd be aching, how the muscle fatigue would be and things like that. But I'm really pleased with how that's gone, and you know, I feel as though now I've gone past the point where I'm sore and aching from it. I'm at a point now where I'm benefiting from it every workout I do. You know, and I'm pleased with the way my body's kind of adapted to it, and has adapted to it as I go along. You know, as I say, it's massive numbers already, and you know, there's no way you can kind of them numbers you can't take lightly. You know, you've got to build up gradually to them numbers, and be careful, obviously, of injuries, because that amount of repetitions is phenomenal, and you've got to, you know, like anything you do, progress slowly with it and take your time. So yeah, I mean, I've been thinking the last day or so, you know, it's kind of the impossible challenge, really. Is it possible? You know, as I say, I've got two different perspectives now. One from the lockdown perspective, where everybody's stuck in the house, they can't do anything really. You've obviously got more time on your hands, and now I'm in the other side where things are reopening and you haven't got as much time to do things. I mean, obviously I decided to do this when the lockdown was kind of on. So as I say, I was in that situation where I was only kind of training from home, and doing what I've been doing has been fairly easy to fit in schedule wise during a week, but since things have reopened and kind of lives have become busier, you know, it's obviously a bit more difficult to kind of fit it in, but that's a problem I'm going to encounter now. I've got to adjust my lifestyle a little bit to adapt to that now, and just find ways around it, you know. And as I say, it's not crucial this year really. I mean, I haven't got it, as I say, have a thing this year where I do it every day. That's not what I've got to do, so I've got a bit of leeway there. I can have a day off a week, or 2 days or 3 days off a week even, if I want to from it. But obviously next year I'll have to adjust things again, to make sure I'm obviously 100% focused on, you know, completing the challenge every day, because that's what it is. It's a daily challenge. It's not once a week, twice a week, it's every single day. You know, and that's what makes it so far away from anything. You know, it's kind of, you can set yourself a challenge of doing massive amounts of numbers of things or repetitions of things, and if you do that 3 or 4 days a week, obviously without a kind of schedule of days, you can, as long as you fit in what you've said you're going to do that week, you can kind of choose the days to suit yourself really. But obviously when it's a daily basis challenge, you haven't got that option. So, you know, you've got to crack on and get it done every single day, and it's just going to become part of my life really. And that's the way I'm kind of looking at it, you know. I'm not kind of thinking of it as me working my way into them numbers, because if I focused on the numbers, total number I've got to achieve by the end of next year, it's a crazy number to get your head around, to be honest. So I'm going to break it down to a daily basis. I'm going to, like I say, make it part of me, of my daily routines of my life, and make it something I've got to do, like I do other things on a daily basis. You know, just make it a normal thing what I've got to do. I mean, even the kind of 1,000 reps, I'm not focusing on that as a point really. Obviously I know that's what I've got to do, but I'm cutting it down into time. You know, I'm kind of saying it's an hour hard work, or it's an hour and a half hard work, you know, and just getting that into my mind, that I suppose I've got to put in a day, an hour and a half, and then I'm finished then. So you know, as I say, I think if I think about the numbers too much, it could kind of get to me. You know, I think there's so many kind of things that are obstacles when it's a daily challenge like that. You know, you've got the can you cope mentally with it? You know, even if you're tired, you've got to do it. If you're worn out, you know, you're ill, there's no room there for being ill and having a day off. You know, if you're training on a leisurely basis at the gym or whatever, and you're going to be, you know, you're ill, then you just have a day off. You just kind of have a day two's rest, chill out, and you know, kind of wait till you're better. But that's been taken away by the type of challenge. You know, and small things like that are that again you kind of take for granted that it's something you can just, as I say, have a rest from. But even if I'm poorly, I've got to do it, and you know, doing that is a phenomenal number when you're on good shape. But when you're poorly, you know, it's obviously going to be a massive challenge. And I'm kind of, you know, I'm thinking about all the obstacles at the moment, and trying to work out kind of ways around them, and what I need to do to make sure I can kind of fit everything and I need to. You know, it's kind of there's just a general day-to-day things you have to do in a normal day of your life, and obviously fitting that training in every day. As I say, there's being ill, there's the mental side of it, as if it's going to just get so boring after so long, that mentally, is it going to affect me and kind of, you know, try and drag me down mentally, that I'm not getting any benefit from it, and just kind of wasting time doing it and things like that. And it's all going to be, you know, things to test me. I mean, let's be honest, even the most dedicated people to the training, you know, when it's sun shining and it's nice and you've got places you can go, things you can do, you know, it's a temptation there to go out for the day, or for, you know, have a nice relaxing day sunbathing or something. So, and that's obviously going to vary throughout the year as well. I think when the weather's been bad, generally with this as well, it was a lot easier to kind of train, but when the weather's better, it's difficult to train. It does take more mental discipline and focus, and so obviously that's going to be a challenge through next year, and that's going to evolve, you know, through the different months of the year. think it's interesting, you know, it's interesting for me as well to see that how I can cope with that, because you know I've been at points in my life where I've trained for 7 days a week for probably a couple of years solid, but I didn't have the responsibilities what I've got now. You know, I was young, I lived at home, I had no responsibilities, no bills to pay, no family. My time was kind of my own, so all I could do really was train, and obviously now with responsibilities it's a lot different, and it's going to be interesting for me to see over the year how I kind of cope with that on a different level, because I'm going to be at a point where I was kind of in my mid-20s. You know, I'd definitely say I'm going to be somewhere up near my fittest I've ever been over these next, next couple of years, and it'll be interesting comparing that, as I say, from now to back then when I had no responsibilities. So, you know, there's a massive difference, and you know, I think things are obviously going to be much harder now, but you know, I'm looking at that as another challenge. It's another thing that I've got to overcome. So as I say, it's so easy to just kind of think, you know, say 1,000 repetitions a day for a year. Obviously, you know, it's a big challenge, but then when you actually break down some of the problems and some of the things that are going to occur and some of the challenges you've got to face doing that, then it does bring another side into it. You know, it's not just about the repetitions and the work. It's about a whole other amount of things, and you know, how you've got to work around them as well as the numbers. You know, it's something I'm really enjoying doing though. You know, I'm loving working out to the kind of camera and talking as I go along with the camera, and it's really surprised me how I've kind of taken to it, to be honest. You know, I'm not somebody who likes to put myself out there a lot, but you know, I think I'm adapting quite well to what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve, and you know, it's helping me to train definitely by having the camera on and videoing every workout. It's giving me that extra lift, that extra motivation, and it definitely is helping me with each workout I do. You know, I think obviously I can't training on my own. I like to work out to music and things. So obviously I haven't got that at the moment, and I think this kind of camera and me video myself has kind of replaced that in a way. you know, and that's made me where I'd be kind of listening to my music, and this camera and filming has kind of made me focus on that in the same kind of way. So you know, that's definitely helping me out, and I think without that I would be struggling a lot more to do it, to be honest. I'd have my music on and things, but it's kind of making me do it in a way as well, you know. So that's what I kind of hoped it would do for me. You know, it's as I say, I don't have to show any of this really. I could kind of do what I wanted for the rest of this year and train how I wanted and not show any of this, and just come in ready for next year, you know. But with me doing this, you know, it's making me kind of do it, and I could have a week off if I wanted to, or just do 1 or 2 days a week, but it's in a working like that, you know. I've got it by filming this, it's making me kind of show me dedication to it more, and you know, that's a really positive thing for me at the moment. And yeah, it's been a little bit cooler today as well outside, so definitely kind of a little bit easier training when it's cooler. You know, I'm kind of thinking already for next year that I'm going to get a fan on and things when it's hot, just to make it as comfortable as I can, really. I mean, as I say, when it's cold, it's easier to kind of train for me. So the really hot days, you know, even in the shade, can be very demanding physically. So I'm already thinking of ways to kind of combat that and deal with them situations as they kind of arise next year. And yeah, you know, it has taken a focus from me now. I've kind of realised that the next 2 years of my life actually are dedicated to this now. And you know, when you say it like that, it kind of brings home the enormity of the challenge, really. But as I say, it's something that I'm dedicating using my life to, in obviously a positive way, you know. It's not something that I'm not enjoying doing, you know, that I'm not benefiting from, both physically and mentally. So, you know, it's definitely something that, you know, that I'm not dreading at all, as I say. You know, and like I say, it's kind of one of them things that if for some reason I don't achieve my goal, that all these repetitions up to that point, benefited me. It's not a negative thing. It's not something I've failed at if I don't achieve it. You know, success is a daily thing, you know, and I'm succeeding every time I do a workout like this. You know, I'm succeeding mentally and physically. I'm strengthening my body, I'm strengthening my mind every time I do it. And it's helping me as a person every time I do it. So no matter what the outcome will be, you know, it's never going to be a failure. It's always a success story, no matter where the challenge kind of ends. You know, it's like the people in marathons and that, you know, you kind of obviously want to train to get the gold medal. And when they don't achieve that, is that classed as a failure? No, it's not at all. I mean, you know, there isn't many people who can run marathons in the time what the elite athletes run it in the world. So if your aim is to win a gold medal and you come 8th, you're in the top 8 in the whole world there, you know. So that is not a failure at all. You've done amazing just to get to that point. All the training, all the sacrifice, you know, everything you put your body and mind through to that point is phenomenal. So it's not always about achieving that end goal. You know, as I say, it's about the journey. It's about improving yourself as a person every day. And, you know, I kind of think for a lot of people, exercise, it makes them a better person. You know, it gives them a kind of humility about themselves. And I've learned that from some of the clubs I've been in. And, you know, there's some phenomenal fighters in them clubs and lads who are in tremendous shape. But the humble, the lovely lads, and, you know, that's a kind of detriment to the sport they do and the way they've been taught to handle themselves and portray themselves, you know. And as I say, doing this is definitely benefiting me every day now. So I mean, obviously my main focus is the challenge, is the 365th day where I do my last repetition, and then, you know, what will be to that point will be I can't control some things in life in general. I can't control everything. I can control, you know, the way I prepare for this, the way I focus for it, and the way I dedicate myself to it, and hopefully stay injury free, and hopefully, you know, be able to complete obviously the challenge the end of next year. I mean, I've seen it many times in sport, you know, because I'm into my athletics, and I've seen you know, marathon runners, for example, where they put, they're doing an Olympics, they put 4 years worth of preparation, worth of work into that, and they've come in and they've got injured the day before, or they've got injured in the warm-up and they can't do it. You know, and how devastating that must be for them. I mean, you know, but things like that, obviously you can't control that, so I'm just praying that nothing like that happens, and I'm obviously praying that, you know, I can stay injury free, and hopefully all the training I'm doing will prepare me well. And I think, you know, although I haven't done these numbers and reps grouped together before, I think all the training I've done over the last 17 years, you know, it's definitely prepared my body for this challenge. It's definitely got me, body muscles used to, obviously holding my body weight, working with my body weight, and lifting the weights has strengthened my muscles, give me more endurance as well. So all the trainings, you know, contributed to this point, and obviously without all that years of training, I wouldn't be in this position to even attempt it, you know. So yeah, it's been kind of, although I never kind of knew I'd do this, obviously it's obviously very new, but I kind of hoped one day all my training would be for a kind of specific goal, without kind of knowing what that would be, and now I'm kind of seeing this as my goal, you know, seeing this as my kind of target, my shot, and yeah, it's, as I say, it's kind of brought everything together for one last hurrah, really. Yeah, so I'm on my last set now, guys. Again, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's watching my channel, subscribing, spreading the word, following the journey. It really means a lot, and you know, keep watching, guys, keep seeing what's going on, and obviously closer we get towards the challenge, I'll kind of get it out there a lot more. It's still quiet at the moment. I'm not really pushing anything yet because it's too early. They've got a long time left of training before my challenge starts, so just kind of letting the next 3 or 4 months pass by as it is, and then you know, kind of really push the interest levels then. There we go, guys, 700 push-ups, about 40 minutes there, so really chuffed with that. That time, them amount of reps, really promising, really encouraging for me, and you know, that's back to back 700s I've done on the push-ups now, and really good number, big number, and yeah, it's building up really nicely. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video. Take care.